Hey guys, so it's been some changes around here. I have a brand new look and I'm just excited to talk sports with you guys. So, I am still going to be doing TikToks. However, I'm going to be doing long form content on YouTube. So, I'm going to link my YouTube in my bio and I'm going to be dropping long form content just because there's so much to talk about. I mean, this week alone with free agency was crazy, and we're about to get into that. But I wanted a place where we can talk, where I can get a full opinion, a full thoughts out. So, yeah, check me out over there. And I'm going to continue to clip up videos and put them on TikTok, and we can talk over here too. But while we're here, thank you guys for following me, supporting me. I mean, I started in January with 88 followers and now we're at like two something. So, yeah, I am so thankful for you guys. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going. All right, so let's get into the free agency, all the trades, all the crazy that's been happening this week. My phone was going off with ESPN notifications. I was constantly checking TikTok and Twitter just to see what was going on. And I formulated a little list of all the crazy, and let's talk about it. So, first, let's get into the Atlanta Dream. Let's get that out the way because that was the first news that was really dropped this week. Angel was traded to Atlanta Dream. Yes, our girl Angel is not on Chicago Sky anymore. She is with Atlanta Dream. So I think that's a great move for Angel. I think Angel is going to do phenomenal over there. I think they're going to pair her up with Brianna Jones, and them two are just going to be a defensive force. I cannot wait to see them two play together. And I really feel like our double double queen is just going to show out and be the double double queen of Atlanta, the triple double queen. Her potential is endless over there, and I'm so excited that she went to Atlanta Dream. I think that fits her brand, and I just feel like it just fits her. And I know Atlanta is going to be good to her. I know Atlanta is going to be good to her. Another good thing about the Dream is most of the team is going to be back. Alicia, Ryan, Nas, Canada, they're all working on contracts to come back to the Dream. Now, they did lose Maya Caldwell because she's going to be over there with the Toronto Temple, which, I think that might be a good look for her. I think that team, we're going to get into the Temple, but that's a strong team. And they did lose BG, which, something had to happen. I was wondering how that was going to work when they first announced Angel, how that was going to work between Angel, Brianna, BG, and Minutes and all of that. So BG going to Connecticut makes sense. It also makes sense because Connecticut is actually going to be the Houston team come next year. So this is going to be the last year that they're going to be the Connecticut Sun, and then they are going to Houston. That's where Brittany Griner is from. Brittany Griner, when she went to high school out in Texas, she led in blocks out there. She graduated with like 300 and something blocks. In a single game, she had 25 blocks. 25 blocks. So yeah, I'm sure Houston, Texas loves her. They missed her, and that's probably a great move for her. So in return for Angels, Chicago Sky is going to get a few good draft picks for next year and the year after. So it's going to be hard to see if this trade was really worth it. I think it was a steal for Atlanta. And I think it was great for Angel and her mental health. Chicago definitely fumbled Angel, which sucks, but I'm glad she got out of there. But yeah, we won't really know if it was worth the trade for Chicago until we really see what picks they get. So I'm excited. I'm excited to follow the league and just see what happens next and how the rest of this unfolds. All right, so next, let's get into the Sparks because Nneka's older sister, Chenny, had dropped the news that Nneka was officially going back to the Sparks. Now, Nneka had been with the Sparks for a long time, and then she left to Seattle for a little bit, so now she's back. And I'm excited that she's back. I wasn't really feeling Nneka on Seattle. I don't know how you guys felt. I wasn't really feeling Naneka on Seattle, wasn't really feeling Skylar on there. And to be honest, the two of them and Gabby and that whole group over there was just not a winning team. And it was really good players, but together they were just not a good team. So I'm glad that they're splitting up. I'm glad that Seattle is going through a rebuild right now. But I'm curious to know, are they going to rebuild around Dominique Malunga? Because she's been playing really, really good. Like the dunk and just playing consistently. She's been playing really good. But are they gonna do that, or are they gonna build around a future draft pick? They just got Natisha Heidman. So I'm just curious to see how Seattle is going to come back in the next season. However, I think it was a great move for Naneka to go to the Sparks, and she's going to be over there with Kelsey Plum. So that's going to be great veteran presence for them, championship mindset. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Sparks are in the playoffs. They just seem like they're going in the right direction right now. And not to mention, the neck is going to be a great mentor for Cam. I mean, they play the same position, and Cam can really learn a lot from Naneka. So I'm excited about that. Chicago did pick up Azura Stevens, Skylar Diggins, and it's looking like Rakia might go. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I feel bad because we all know Chicago just sucks as an organization and they're going to definitely fumble them. But at the same time, in this new world of like this new CBA, the ladies got to get their bag. So I'm not mad at anybody who goes over to Chicago and signs that offer. I mean, low key, Skylar, Rakia, and Azura, I think they're going to cook for real. Will they go to the playoffs? I personally I don't know. You have to have the winning recipe. And I think the Aces are really good at that, which they have good players, good coaches, a good organization. Chicago, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they make it to the playoffs. We'll see how this team gel vibes. I feel really bad for them. It sucks that it had to be them, but I'm glad that Azura and Rakia still have each other, the besties. We might potentially still see them play. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any more stud buds with T leaving the Lynx and going to Seattle. I mean, it's just the W is so stressful. There's so many moves happening. So many moves happening. And speaking of these moves, let's get into Toronto Tempo because I really like the team that Sandy is creating over there. I mean, Nayara, Marina, and Brittany Sykes can surely be a dynasty. Not to mention, Sandy tendered an offer to Shakira Austin. So, what? I feel like they have not only the potential to come out as strong as the Valkyries did, but to get even further than the Valkyries. Okay, guys, so I literally just finished recording this video when I saw that Isabel Harrison just got signed to Toronto Temple. Like, what? At this point, I personally am about to have smoke for Sandy because you are literally picking from the Liberty now. Oh, and I really love Isabel. Like every time she came off the bench, she was literally a spitfire. Like she would really move the game forward. Like she would do whatever she had to do. And she really was instrumental during them times when Sav needed a break and Brianna needed a break. And she would just, she would get out there and do her big one. But we don't have Isabel no more. And I'm actually really sad about that. Not to mention, the street is talking about her and Tosh and how they broke up. So I really didn't want that to be true, but I can see that being true, especially now with like them not even acknowledging each other on social media. And then she's going to Toronto. I mean, at this point, I'm just hoping we can keep Tosh, but yeah, I couldn't post this video without adding that my girl. I could not post without adding that Isabel Harrison will not be returning to New York Liberty, and I am crushed. But okay. The Toronto Temple have a strong roster of shooters. This is like definitely a Sandy roster. Sandy is a championship coach and she is used to winning. And you can just tell by how strategic she was putting this together. You can tell a lot of thought went into this. And I'm so excited to see how the Temple break out. That is one team I'm looking forward to see this season. And speaking of Nyara leaving Liberty and going to the Temple, her sister Satu Sabli is with Liberty. And as you can see, I love the Liberty. So when I heard that Satu was going to the Liberty, I freaked out. I mean, Satu is a shooter. She's definitely a shooter, and she definitely gives what Liberty was kind of missing at the end of last season. She has grit. She's tough. She's defensive, and I think that she'll be really good with JJ. And she'll also be able to help Sabrina and Brianna with the shots. I mean, she's a versatile player, and I really can't wait to see how Liberty gel vibes with them. I'm also curious to see what other moves the Liberty are going to make because I feel like they've been very quiet. I mean, we got Satu, but we've been very quiet. For the most part, I'm thinking we're going to stay intact. We'll see what happens with the draft. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we were number 2 in the East, and hopefully we're number 1. I mean, Atlanta Dream definitely got a lot stronger this year with Angel Reese, and they were number 1. But I'm optimistic. It's always go Liberty over here. Liberty, Bibberty. Okay? On to the next topic. It's so much going on this week. Let's get into the Aces because that team is stacked. Talk about a super team. I mean, Liberty got some flack for Satu talking about how many good players do we need. I heard people calling us a super team. But to be honest, as a Liberty fan, I'm looking at the Aces because they have Asia Wilson, they have Jackie, they have Chelsea. I mean, everyone pretty much re-signed. And like I mentioned earlier, they have the winning formula down. So are they going to run it back? We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, they did their big one last year in the championship. They lost by like the biggest gap ever by Minnesota. It was like 50 points or something. And then they didn't lose a game after that. I mean, it was just crazy how they won the championship. But yeah, are they gonna run it back? That's what I want to know because the teams are getting better. I mean, like we were just saying, like we have the Dream, we have Temple, we have Liberty. Everybody is making moves, and I just really want to see how the Aces are going to respond to that this year as our champions. Let's see how they're going to respond to that. Speaking of what I also want to see, I want to see what's going to happen with Jackie and Nylissa because what? They're both coming back, and there was a lot of noise in the off season. I mean, Jackie was dating Dejanay, who's Nylissa's ex, and Nylissa was dating Jackie's ex, who's Deja, and Jackie pulled up on them at Athletes Unlimited. There was a lot going on in the off season. A lot going on in the off season. So now they're gonna come back as teammates. How is that gonna work? Are they gonna stay civil? Are they just gonna do what they have to do and not even bust a sweat on TV? Or are we gonna see a crash out of some sort? What's gonna happen when they play the Lynx? I mean, I know these ladies can be professional. I'm just wondering and being curious, like, how is this gonna work? We have a championship team with its star players dating each other's girls. I don't know. Like being a lesbian and like watching the W is just like watching some kind of soap opera. Like it's just so entertaining. But yeah, I have so many questions. I feel like Jackie and Alyssa can keep it cute for TV, but I don't know if Dejanay can. And you know, she gets to talking on social media. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see how that plays out. But yeah, the Aces, their little storyline is juicy. Now, I do wonder if Dana Evans is going to play this season because she was out. She was out during all of Unrivaled, and her team, Phantom, got pretty far. But yeah, she was out on the sideline with the Ghost Gang. Ghost Gang. Yeah. I just want to know, is she going to play this season? Like, what's going on? It's been really quiet on Dana. She was injured with a left extremity. The W likes to kind of keep that under wraps. So, yeah, a left extremity is why she's out. But she's been out for a while. So, is she going to play come May? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, it's a lot of moving around. We have the draft tomorrow. So, I can't wait to get back on here and talk about that. Whew. But in the meantime, we can talk about core qualifying offers. So, if you didn't know, with the new CBA, core qualifying offers are those like super max offers where a player can be offered up to like $1.4 million. And I believe they can only give it to one person. So I have a list of the teams and who they chose. I still haven't seen anything on Sun, the Aces, Mercury, Mystics, and Valkyries. However, a lot of teams have made their picks. So let's talk about them. Chicago Sky chose to roll with Ariel Atkins. And I mean, I guess. Fever, Kelsey Mitchell, I think that was a solid choice. She carried them to Game 5 overtime last year in the championship against the Aces. So, yeah, she deserves that. She literally had muscle spasms and gave it her all while her team was pretty much unhealthy on the bench cheering her on the whole time. Yeah, Kelsey definitely deserves the core qualifying offer. I thought that was a really good choice. The Lynx chose Nafisa Collier, which she deserves it. I know that some players were looking to take smaller offers so that the team can get, maybe better players. But I don't think Fee should do that. I think Fee has put a lot into the game and she deserves everything that's coming for her. So excited about that. The Sparks chose Kelsey Plum, but I'm not going to lie, I did just see something while I was recording. Kelsey accepted $999,000 from the Sparks. So I don't know if she accepted this core qualifying offer. We'll have to talk about this later. Maybe she gave it to Naneka. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Wouldn't put it past Kelsey to be one of the ones to take a smaller offer though. Yeah, because she's awesome. But the Toronto Tempo chose Marina Mabry, which I'm excited to see Marina have her breakout moment to be that supermax player, the face of the expansion team. We know she's a shooter. We know she's a bucket. I mean, we don't call her Money Mabry for nothing. But I'm excited to see that. The Dream chose Alicia Gray. That's a no-brainer. The Storm chose Easy Megmabor. Dallas chose Arika Egumbawale, which good for her. And she had a really good season in Unrivaled. She won the championship with the Mist. And I just hope that translates into this season, especially given that Dallas is making a few moves themselves. Dallas just got Alana Smith. They also, I think, got somebody else from the Lynx, Jessica Shepard. So yeah, they're making a few moves, and I think Enrique is playing really well right now. So I'm excited to see how Dallas moves forward. Liberty chose Sabrina Ionescu, and Portland Fire chose Bridget Carlton. So yeah, that is a list of our core qualifying offers, and that is just an overview of where we're at with the trades and free agency. This is Sunday night, so tomorrow is the draft. So I'm definitely gonna have to get on here and talk more about that. If you made it to the end, thank you. Leave a basketball in the comment. Let me know what you think. Give me some of your opinions. Don't forget to leave a like, hit the follow button, and yeah, thank you for rocking out with me. Now, I know this video is probably like a little all over the place, but we're working on it. This is the new look, like I was mentioning earlier, and I'm just trying to get better from here, honestly, and talk sports and grow women's basketball. Yes. Oh, not to mention, I do want to start getting into women's baseball. That's actually going to start August 1st. It's going to be the first time that we have a women's baseball league in decades. So yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, girl problems. Anyways, let me get off of here. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking me out. Let's talk in the comments. I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys can check me out in the next video. Bye.